Hello and welcome to another Albion Online Dev Talk. The next major content update for Albion Online will focus on open world improvements, and it will be called Lands
Let's make sure that is actually my stream.
It's scheduled to release in the second half of November after the currently running energy search season concludes. In this video,
this is coming in like 2 weeks then. This is season rankings 24 days. So this is coming in 24 days.
I want to introduce some of the changes you can look forward to in the Lands Awakened update. As those of you who follow us closely know, our goal is to bring back open world gameplay for Albion Online, to get players
that's wicked.
back into the open world and into spontaneous, small to mid-scale PvE and PvP activities.
It honestly
We want to
like
get as many of you as possible roaming the open world, looking for fame, valuable treasure, and into exciting open world PvP. This is a major undertaking, as it means we have to revisit all of the content that makes up
What are we looking at here? What is this? Hey, are we dying?
No, I'm killing something.
Okay. Hey, can you keep it down over there?
I'm trying to revel in awe over here.
World of Albion Online. I've invited the art team to show you some of the visual improvements you can look forward to.
Static dungeon
in the next
rework
content
as well.
update, players will see a dramatic improvement to the visual quality and diversity in Albion's biomes.
I can't mention
Albion
anything
has
about it because it
15
plays
separate
this
biomes
rules
and
and stuff, but I'm
sub-biomes
not very much
which
looking
range
forward to
from
all of
lush
it.
green
Honestly,
look at that.
It's big deal.
That looks huge. Honestly, this is a massive deal because so the gameplay of Albion is 10 out of 10. The economics, the way the PvP works, all this stuff, 10 out of 10. The only thing that I think keeps people from jumping onto it is visuals, right?
Which range from lush green
from a lot
to burning hot
a
steppes
wider
to
audience.
snow-covered mountains. We have reworked all of these in order to
It's
increase
honestly
the
I
visual
didn't know they put out
diversity
a
in
video on it.
Albion's
I'll have to
game
check it
world,
out.
to
so I
make
can know
each
what I'm allowed
biome
to
and sub-biome more unique and to increase the enjoyment
it's going to be huge,
traveling
honestly,
through
this
the
update.
open world of Albion Online.
Really big deal.
For example, our main theme for the forest biome was its density of life. Full of vegetation and trees, the forest in the blue safe zone starts with
I can't help but mention that they're giving us side views of all these biomes. Please give the players the options to do this. Look how nice that looks.
The forest in the blue safe zone starts with a
Well, I like how everything's more green now instead of blue. Like this little guy here is usually blue or just a different color in general.
fresh and lush look.
Okay.
In the more dangerous yellow, red, and lower and black zones, big trees come more into focus and the environment becomes more
The swamps are by
overgrown
far
and
my
wild,
favorite. The swamps look stunning.
corresponding with the danger you can expect there.
This looks
With cooler colors
incredibly
and wild
good.
trees, the ancient forest in the higher tier
No
black zone
way.
is a truly magical place. Featuring
Naveer,
the most
appreciate the Prime.
valuable
Thank you.
resources. The main
Actually, gonna
elements
open
of the
you up
swamps
so we can,
were
I
water
can watch
and
this with
humidity.
you.
The safer zones show flooded meadows
This is
or marshlands
awesome.
with green vegetation, but the dense fog and large puddles already hint at a muddy and creepy look, which takes over in the mid-tier zones. In the higher tier black zones, everything is even more flooded and covered in mud, where only the tips of grass, trees, and rocks are showing their magical
It's like purple.
colors. The steppe biome starts with a calm and soft savanna look.
Wow.
Warm, but still with green grass. A friendly environment for a large animal variety. In the mid-tier zones, it gets hotter. The grass is golden, the sun is stronger, everything kind of glows. The high-tier zone.
So in each tier of zone, it looks different. Or did it go through the swamps?
It passed through them briefly there,
In the
yeah.
higher
Just the
tier
one you
black
went
zones,
past a moment
everything
ago.
is even more flooded and covered in mud, where only the tips of grass, trees,
It's
and
got like
rocks
this
are showing their
low-laying
magical
mist to it,
colors.
right? The whole area.
Wow.
So this is the swamp
The
here. You see
steppe
this mist
biome
and stuff
starts
around.
Yeah.
with a calm and soft savanna look. Warm, but still
So
with
this will be
green
like the
grass.
yellow zone?
A friendly environment
Or
for
blue?
a large animal variety. In the mid-tier zones, it gets hotter. The grass is golden, the sun is stronger, everything kind of glows. The high-tier zones finally show the heat the strongest. Life and death next to each other, mighty animals living in that deadly heat, and white ghosts on red
Just the
sand.
visuals of all of it looks so good. It just I'm so impressed with it, honestly. Like it's gonna feel like a whole different game. Look at this. Like
This
again, the
looks
difference
so
in the
good.
tiers as well. The difference in the tiers too, having a visual effect. Like how nice does that look?
That's incredibly nice. I want to ride a rhino. I'm pretty sure. There's a what is it?
There's a rhino
Battle.
mount.
Yeah, there's a battle mount.
Mount.
Yep, I have that.
I wish.
On the
Honestly,
exact
I want
opposite.
them. I want a rhino. I want a transport rhino, and it to be in
Transport
between
rhino?
an ox and a mammoth, right? Because we don't have we have 2,500 carry weight on an ox, and then 25,000 carry weight on a mammoth. Like
Division
we
spectrum,
need an in
we have
between. I would
Albion's
love an in
mountains,
between of like 10k
shaped
on a
by
rhino.
ice, snow, and cold temperatures. While
The
some of
ice
the
biomes?
vegetation is still green there, especially in the sunny winterlands of the low-tier mountains, the leaves turn into a cold blue when you get to the mid-tier zones, even if some warmth
Wow.
of the sun
I am
still
so
reflects
excited for
on the
this.
rocks.
This is actually
Yeah.
huge.
Coldest
It's
high-tier
so
mountain
small.
regions,
Obviously, not
everything is
changing
frozen and blue
major
like ice.
gameplay mechanics, but
Finally,
it's just so
we have
good.
the highlands biome,
Mhm.
with its soft hills and scattered rocks shaped by wind and water. It is a colorful biome full of flowers with green grass and warm rocks in the lower tier regions. In the mid tier, the rock becomes more
This literally
cool,
looks like Albion too.
and the
Like
color
literally
Look at, the
different.
different.
look at the
Strong.
highlands there.
Yeah.
One thing I was
Highlands
happy seeing with the
similar to the
highlands too on the
forest, like,
rework is just
whoa.
like those verticality shifts just look so much better.
And
like-
look at this. Look how different the high tier Highlands look.
Everything becomes kind of
completely different.
difficult.
It's crazy, is it not just
Having the
insane?
chance
Is it
to
not? I didn't realize they put a
Wow.
video on this. I'm so
feel
happy
of
they did.
Albion's biomes
It genuinely
was a
looks
great
insane.
experience and a lot of fun. It really brought
at that,
a breath
dude.
of fresh air into the world of Albion, especially in the mid and high tier regions.
Beyond
Mount Spell
improving the
rework
look
coming,
of
really.
the game world, we also wanted to improve the way the open world plays. We always felt that the maps first built during the beta phase felt too cluttered and generic. So we challenged ourselves to completely rework all of the open world regions of Albion Online. I've invited the level design team to tell you about the improvements you can expect on the map layouts.
One of our goals was to make navigation through the world more intuitive and more enjoyable, while allowing players with different playstyles, such as ganking, gathering, CVC, small scale, to use the layout and the knowledge of the map to their advantage. We focus on improving
So that's
the
one thing as
clarity
well
of the
they've tried
maps,
to do on
reducing random
the
cluttering
there's
elements,
been,
and finding
I think, a lot more intent into the maps in terms of the PvP design as well, right? Which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
memorable environmental themes for each biome, which would be fast to read and easy to learn. Each map layout is designed to include strategic choke points, wider
Look at that. I love the little mill with the long bridge. Like
I think that
that's
was a
not
big
something you
complaint that
see.
a lot of people had, right? Like a lot of players complained about how pretty
You can-
blue zones were, and then
Yes!
blue zones have this stuff.
Yes, they're
And then-
in the
and now-
tier
now we
3
have it.
zones. I
Yeah.
remember when I made a new character, I was like, why don't I see any of this in the rest of the game?
That
Like
That was the
made-
comment. Imagine being a new
strategic
player in
choke points,
Albion.
wider
You
and
get in
narrower
past that
area-
first point and then just being disappointed by the rest of the game, right? Like, but not anymore. They finally brought the rest of the game
Yeah.
up to speed. Honestly.
areas,
Huge.
all supporting the natural
Look at this little like just barely above the water level here.
feeling of the biome. We developed different landscape styles, using different elements to structure each biome. Our mountain biome maps, for example, always feel like you're on the mountainside, with the rocky terrain dropping steeply in one direction and rising towards the other. If there are rivers, there are also waterfalls, as the water makes its way down the mountain. The swamps, on the other hand, are very flat. Maps are defined by a nestled network of slow-flowing rivers, which can only be crossed at fords and bridges. The steppes feature wide open plains, but are structured with elevated plateaus, deep canyons, and sometimes even a river, all expanding over the length of the map.
Oh, sneaky peek at a new
The
boss
highlands
there.
tend to
Wait, really? Where? We got another.
structured.
Was that a boss?
The
Yeah,
steppe-
That right there?
the guy with the dual axes.
Yeah, he's different. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that because usually you have the shirtless dude with the two
steppes
axes, right?
feature wide
Yeah.
open plains, but are structured
Interesting.
with elevated plateaus, deep canyons, and sometimes even a river, all expanding
They
over
got
the length
interesting
of the
glow
map.
around them as well, there, eh?
The highlands tend towards a combination
That yellow
of gentle,
glow around them
rolling
is
hills
strange.
with some harsh cliffs, lakes, and
Interesting.
rivers to define the terrain, with large rocks breaking up the landscape. The forest finally consists of a variety of different landscapes, including valleys, hills,
Some
and
of us
meandering
never
riverlands,
leave the
all
blue zone,
overgrown
so
by
it's
massive
always pretty.
ancient forest. The new map layouts make traveling the world and
These
understanding the
running
world
scenes, how
easier
good did
and
this
more
look?
rewarding
Just running through the zones
and
compared to
wandering
the...
riverlands,
Yeah, it's
all
incredible.
overgrown by massive ancient forest.
Oh, dude.
The new map layouts make traveling the world and understanding the world easier and more rewarding, as each map layout brings something new to discover and something to strategize about.
As you can see, we really went all out when reworking the world, and we literally left no stone unturned. In fact, some of you may be asking yourself, what will happen with the hideouts when this update releases and the whole world changes? Well, I'm happy to say that we found a way to safely reposition any existing hideouts to the closest valid location.
I was hoping they were just going to, remove them. But anyways.
In addition, you will have the opportunity to move your
they're being
hideouts to a
deleted.
different
Can you imagine
location
the
in the
uproar?
same
Oh,
region
I love it.
once
I would
for
love
a
it.
short
I would
time
love it.
before the start of the next season. We're very excited about these massive changes coming to Albion Online and are really looking forward to hearing your feedback on these improvements. I hope you tune in next time when we reveal more exciting changes coming to Albion Online with the Lands Awakened update, including new music, major improvements to open world rewards, and new features for open world PvE and PvP.
All right, well, this looks huge.
Yeah.
That looks incredible.
I mean, a whole new beast to explore.
That looks actually incredibly good.
Yeah, yeah.
I-
They did such a good job.
That's gonna be a change where it's like, well, they're not changing a ton mechanically. They're not reworking. I guess we have a new weapon line coming out at the same time, don't we?
Yes,
This is a massive update. This is a massive update in so many different ways then. But even just the visual rework is just going to be huge, I think, for the game. It's going to bring back old players just because it'll feel like a new game with a brand new map to an extent. It'll be the old map, but every single tile is going to be different, right? So it essentially won't be the old map, right?
Yeah. It's going to feel super refreshing. It's going to feel super refreshing.
Yeah.